Hello everybody, welcome to Good Morning Vietnam. My name is Tony Smith. Today we cover the story of the young Satiago who we walked for many days. He on journey to find his personal legend. We have a reporter in the field who taught him right now. Here is Ron Johnson.
We finally caught up with Satiago in the streets of Tarifa. We've been following him for days, and now we finally have a chance to talk to him.
So what's the community like over there?
Well, Christianity is as prevalent as the bubonic plague. There's some gypsy lady trying to read my hands, and there's some sad baker who never followed his personal legend.
Wow, sounds like you have a little bit of everything. How's the star of the show?
Well, here he is now, Satiago.
Hola, mis amigos. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How about you? What set you out on this journey of yours?
Well, one day I was sleeping under a sycamore tree with my sheeple, and all of a sudden I had a dream. It was about a child in the desert who led me to this pyramid where I held treasure and my personal legend.
And why haven't you set out yet?
Well, I was very conflicted at the time, and I didn't want to pursue my personal legend because I already had my flock of sheep and my eyes set on a fine tar.
I get you. It sounds like you have everything you need here. What changed your mind?
Well, I initially went to a gypsy to get my personal legend, but then I realized that she was full of sheep feces. But then an old king from Salem came up to me, and he gave me the motivation to pursue my personal legend. He also gave me 2 stones to make decisions for me.
So what's the next step in crossing this threshold?
Well, I'm going to sell my sheep and then catch a boat across the water to Tangier, where I can pursue my personal legend.
Well, good luck with your journey, my friend. I hope to see you soon.
You too, my friend, and I bid you adieu.
Welcome back to another segment on Satiago's journey to find his treasure. We've sent Ron Johnson to the crystal shop where Satiago works to find out how his journey's going so far. How are things over there, Ron?
Yes, although it seems that I am too late and Satiago has already embarked on his personal journey yet again. Reportedly, he was robbed in this very town and had to work for 11 months in order to make up for the money he lost with a crystal merchant. I am here with that crystal merchant right now.
Yes. I'm very sorry if you were looking for Satiago. He just left to join a caravan to cross the desert. He's right there right now if you can see him.
Oh yeah.
He was very wise for a young man, and his ingenuity was a huge aid to my shop.
Tell me a little bit about the crystals you sell here.
I sell different crystal glasses, and for Satiago, they represented the clarity and fragility of his personal legend.
Do you think that working here overall helped Satiago down the path of his journey?
Yeah, it helped him to mature and continue his journey. For a while there, he lost motivation, and he felt the call of his sheep, and he wanted to return home. But I told him my story and how I didn't follow my own personal legend, and it helped to motivate him and help him realize that he needed to continue his journey. Why don't we finish the conversation inside with some refreshments? Okay.
Do you really think Satiago is destined to find that treasure of his?
Maktub.
What kind of ancient curse is that?
No, silly white boy. It means it is written. Allah has a plan for him, and the universe will conspire to achieve that plan.
What kind of omens, I guess, has Satiago experienced while working for you then?
Well, him being in my shop was an omen on its own, and it led me to believe that it was my responsibility to help him with his personal legend.
You have done him a great favor.
He has done me a great favor in helping my shop. Hello everyone, we interrupt your daily news to continue coverage of Satiago. He's survived the desert and is in the oasis, where we will pick up his story. Here live with Satiago is Ron Johnson.
Yes, I'm here with the hero of the story, Satiago, in this oasis that smells strongly of hookah smoke. Satiago, it's been a while since we've last seen you, so catch us up. What's happened on your quest so far to fulfill your personal legend?
Well, I've seen more in the last few days then I have my entire lifetime beforehand. I met an alchemist, an Englishman, and even my true love, as well as avoided a tribal war by hiding in the oasis.
That's very interesting. I know you want to believe in omens and things like that, so what do you think this can mean for you?
Well, meeting the Englishman has allowed me to continue down the path of my personal legend, as well as he guided me to the Alchemist, who was my mentor and supernatural aid for this journey. There was also Fatima, for whom my unconditional love has propelled me down this path, knowing one day that I will one day return to her.
So you've met a lot of new people on your journey so far. What other kind of omens do you think you've encountered?
Well, I think that the oasis itself is a sign that I'm at a turning point in my journey, as well as offering me refuge from the harshness of the desert. And the palm trees here also symbolize that even in nothingness, beautiful life can emerge.
We noticed on our way through the journey, we saw a caravan, and the people on it were facing a lot of fear and hardship. How did you fare in your journey?
Well, at least for me, while I was on the caravan, I learned a lot of new things about the soul of the world by watching the camels and the desert. I learned that the universal language is in everything, inanimate or animate.
That's really insightful for a boy of your nondescript young age. If you think there's any kind of takeaway or a theme perhaps that our viewers at home could learn from your journey, what do you think that would be?
Well, I think that the main theme of my journey is that everyone should always strive to achieve their personal legend, no matter how difficult it is, and they'll be greatly rewarded.
What a wonderful idea, and I agree. Thank you so much for your time today and all of your wonderful advice. I hope I see you soon.
This just in. Satiago has found his treasure. Ron Johnson is yet again at the scene with the star of the show. We've been with Satiago for every step of the journey and it has come to this conclusive result. Hi Ron, how you doing?
I'm doing very good, thank you, but not as good as Satiago over here, who has just unearthed his treasure from underneath this sycamore tree. Satiago, how are you feeling right now?
Well, I'm super ecstatic because I finally achieved my personal legend.
So, last we saw of you was at the oasis. Between there and here, what kind of trials have you faced on your way to achieving that personal legend?
Well, after you visited the oasis, I saw the flight of some hawks, which warned me of an incoming attack. I interpreted the language of the world and then warned the leaders of the oasis.
And did they believe you?
Well, they believe in omens too, but they were skeptical of my warning.
Well, what's the significance of these omens you're talking about?
I believe that they helped me on my journey. Omens are the basis for the universal language of the world in the simplest form.
After the attack on the oasis, what happened?
Well, I went into the desert with the alchemist, and a group of tribespeople took away our horses so we couldn't go anywhere. After, they threatened to kill us if I wasn't able to turn into the wind in 3 days.
Well, clearly you're alive now, so how did that work?
Well, I had to ask the universe to help me.
Oh, desert, teach me how to turn myself into the wind.
I do not know how to do that, but if you talk to the wind, he might know.
Oh, wind, teach me how to turn into the wind.
I don't know how to do that, but if you ask the sun, he might know.
Oh, great and powerful sun, teach me how to turn myself into the wind.
I do not know. You must consult a higher power to learn to do that.
But you are the almighty sun. How do you not know this?
I may be the sun, but that knowledge is still beyond me. As I said, consult a higher power, perhaps God. Maktub. Whoa, where'd he go? Oh my God, is that him?
Whoa! Oh my God!
How are you doing that?
Oh my God!
That's amazing. You managed to actually speak the language of the universe and turn it into the wind.
I knew that I finally understood the soul of the world and was closer than ever to finding my personal legend.
If you were so close, then how did you end up here?
I went to the desert and met this dude at the pyramid who beat me once he saw that I was digging. He thought that I had treasure on me, but and relentlessly hit me until he realized that I had nothing. Afterwards, he told me of a story about a sycamore tree with treasure buried underneath, and then just left me to rot. I was happier than ever though, because I finally knew where my treasure was.
Well, you're
Your story is truly remarkable. It'll probably be used for cliches throughout time. Thank you for sharing your journey with us.
It's been a pleasure to spread the language of the universe.
And that concludes our coverage of Satiago and his journey. Perhaps it will be inspiration for others like him to follow their own personal legend.
That looks so stupid.
He vanished.
He's
Last
the
we
one-
ever saw of McCoy.